है cricket.com और आज फिर से हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं जिम्बाब्वे से एक्सपर्ट्स एंड वी हैव अ वेरी स्पेशल होस्ट अगेन टुडे. लेकिन आज दे आर डबल हेडर, टू मैचेस टुडे. Royal Challengers Bangalore and Kolkata Knight Riders, that's going on. And in the evening we have Gujarat Titans up against the Punjab Kings. So both of these matches are biggest rivalries. First of all, talking about KKR versus RCB, the rivalry has been continuing since over 10 years now. Back in the days in 2013 when Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir, just fought with each other. That was a very crucial moment. And now, but coming to the evening's match, अपने जिम्बाब्वे के गेस्टों में बता देता हूँ इनको पंजाबी और गुजरातियों के बीच में क्या होता है वो पता नहीं है. सो पंजाब एंड गुजरात, these are two states in different parts of India, and both of them are very very good businessmen, and they're kind of rivals. So they two people from different states that are rivals. So that is a different kind of a rivalry again. But talking about the first match, we have the stats king and queen. So first of all, what does the stats say for the match in the evening and also the match going on between Kolkata and Royal Challengers Bangalore?
All right. So one of the things that we looked at for today's match with the Royal Challengers Bangalore and KKR is the number of different opening batsmen that we've seen for each of the two teams. So when it comes to KKR, they've had four: Nareen, Salt, Raghuvashni, and Aya. Whereas RCB, you've had Kohli, Duplessis, Green, Patita, Jackson, Maxwell. So obviously, some of this has been enforced by form, some of this has been enforced by injuries. But finding that settled top order that can actually bring some sort of calmness to the team has been very very missing for RCB, and I think it shows with
It shows on the points table. Yeah,
and I think that's what the stats were probably pointing to. And to be quite honest, they started off well today. You were thinking that they may do enough to put the score within reach, but where it's at now, it's anybody's game.
It's anybody's game, and yeah, 200 is not a big score these days. We see 250, 260 scores every other week thanks to Sunrisers Hyderabad, our favorite team.
Well, the thing is, it depends on who's betting.
Yeah,
that's the key. Yes, 200 is a chaseable score, but it depends on who's betting. Right now, RCB in their current form are not capable. In my thinking, they're not capable of betting and seeing 200 and winning. Why am I saying so? Maybe if Virat stays in, which he's capable of doing that, but it's very hard and it's very difficult for the entire team to put their faith in one man. So they have to contribute. But what are the chances of them being able to contribute? I don't know.
Okay. So let's start with what are the pitch conditions like today
For Kolkata
for Kolkata?
Well, with the current pitch, it was sort of favoring the Pacers. I mean, the Pacers are the ones who took wickets. But my main concern was, or still is, Mohammad Siraj's form. He is out of form, and I thought maybe today, since RCB is performing quite well, he will try and gather himself. But game after game, he's proving why he cannot
why
qualify
he
for the
cannot
England
qualify.
team.
But yeah, for the pitch conditions, I think more important will be for the evening match, the Chandigarh's match. So Chandigarh is a new ground. It's a different wicket. It's a new ground. So how do you feel? How has the wicket performed quite well right now? The average score has been 165. And that does not justify how good of a batting wicket Chandigarh is, because we have seen some tremendous shots in Chandigarh. But Gujarat Titans and Punjab Kings, both of them are not good at the points table. Both of them are struggling. Gujarat Titans started off really well, but now things are not very well for them. And more or less they are on a similar sort of position. Gujarat, Punjab, Delhi Capitals, Royal Challengers Bangalore is a little worse in the points table, but it's a do or die for Gujarat and Punjab as well. So both of these teams will be playing under pressure, and whatever might be the result of the first match, whether RCB loses or not, irrespective of that, the match in the evening is going to be very important. So, who are the players you're picking in the evening match?
Well, in the evening match, according to stats, of course.
According to stats, of course.
Well, Punjab Kings stand a better chance
Mhm.
in terms of winning against Gujarat. But I should say mentality in this case is a key factor, because Gujarat are coming from a humiliating
Humiliating
loss.
defeat.
It was not just a loss; it was a humiliating.
Correct.
So they're trying to redeem themselves and also have put faith in the fans and the administration and everything. So right now, that win is more important to them than Punjab Kings.
Than anything.
Punjab Kings is just winning to be up in the points table. They are winning to redeem themselves. So mentality will be key in this case. But Punjab Kings, according to stats, they stand a better chance. I was looking at a combined a combined number of runs from Ashutosh and Shashank. To be precise, these two have contributed 343 runs. And you have to look when exactly do they come in and beat. It's towards the tail end. You do not expect tail enders to give you 300 plus runs, but they do that.
Yeah, they
So
do that.
today, and the time when they come in, usually the pitch and the ball are favorable to whoever, as long as they're able to hit the
Correct,
ball.
correct.
So Punjab Kings stand a better chance or an upper edge, just slightly upper edge against Gujarat, and I'm going for them. I don't know. Obviously, he's going against me.
I'll
So
have to
एक जो
disagree.
साफ सीधी बात है कि भाई गुजरात टाइटंस की टीम थोड़ी बेटर परफॉर्म कर रही है, उनकी बारी है कि अपने आप को रिडीम करना है, तो इसलिए शाम के मैच में शी सपोर्टिंग गुजरात टाइटंस. And before I come to him, so sorry, I'll have to ask her, who are you supporting in the match that's ongoing? By the time we come in front of the audience, the result would have come in. But still, do you think Royal Challengers Bangalore does stand a real chance? Or is it just again that it'll be Tata bye bye for Royal Challengers Bangalore and their fans? And I hate to say that.
Well, from a cricket lover as myself, I
Yeah.
would really love to see the Royal Challengers win, because that will then keep the log standing exciting.
The tournament alive.
You know, yeah. So I would love to see them win, and I think it motivates. We've seen what a win can do to a team via Delhi Capitals.
Mhm.
One win changed the mentality. Of course, yesterday wasn't a good run,
Yeah.
but the previous win was a very convincing win. And we saw that after that win, they were very, mentally present in
Mentally
game.
present in the game.
So just one win will be enough for
And that
Royal
one
Challengers.
win might eventually lead you to even qualify if you
Yeah.
if you have that mindset you can win 5 games straight.
Yeah.
तो देखिए रॉयल चैलेंजर्स बैंगलोर के लिए ये है कि अब हाल तो बहुत बुरे हैं, आपको अपना आने वाला हर मुकाबला जीतना है, आज का इंक्लूडिंग. बट अगर आज मैच जीते हैं तो एक मेंटालिटी आती है कि हाँ मैं अगले 5 जीत सकते हैं.
Definitely, they can boost up and can be motivated, which is very much required now for them.
वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड फॉर करेक्टली पॉइंटेड कि जितना मोटिवेटेड रहेंगे, जितना माइंडसेट पॉजिटिव रहेगा, इट्स ऑल अबाउट द माइंडसेट एंड यू कैन डू
It is.
एनीथिंग इन द पर्टिकुलर डे. बट नाउ कमिंग टुडे, डू यू थिंक आरसीबी विल बी एबल टू गेट टू दिस टारगेट ऑफ 204 runs, I guess?
222.
Oh, pardon, 222.
I hate to do it because we already put enough pressure on him.
Mhm.
Virat, Duplessis. It's gonna be entirely
It's gone entirely
on those two.
Yeah.
Now, if you're telling me that these guys can put together a partnership of 100 plus runs, there's a possibility. Either one of
And
them.
we have
goes.
Dinesh Karthik in the back. Dinesh Karthik can be a good
They
finisher.
can be a good finisher, but again, I think in terms of the more consistent performers, yes, Karthik has come in. I think he had he had like 60 or 50 in the last game. He can do that, but the guys that you're looking at, because I said I hate to do it. One, Duplessis captain. People are calling for your heads. Are you the guy to lead this team? Virat, well, we all know Virat, captain, fantastic, leading the orange cap standings. But it's up to them. If they can come in, bring in a short performance, I think there's a possibility. But if you're asking me right now, I
It's
think
very
a little too
difficult.
much.
It's very difficult. 222 रन का बाढ़ इतना बनाना आसान भी नहीं होता है, तो काफी मुश्किलें होने वाली है रॉयल चैलेंजर्स बैंगलोर के लिए. It will be really difficult for them to come back. But let's also focus on the match in the evening. What does the stats say for the match in the evening? Does Gujarat do better in the power play? Who does better in the finish? Let our audience know.
Well, so today's match, according to pitch conditions, it favors the Pacers.
Okay.
So between the two, if you had to look at both the teams, who stands a better chance in terms of pace? I feel like Punjab Kings stand a better chance, unless and until maybe Gujarat are to introduce Josh Little, the Irish guy. He's a very fast-paced bowler and he's very lethal with the ball. He hasn't been introduced thus far, so I feel like his introduction might change a whole lot. Because I mean, also the Punjab Kings batsmen have not yet batted against him this season, so maybe his introduction will introduce that surprise factor. And because the pitch is favoring the Pacers, he might be their key man in terms of taking wickets. But also for Punjab, we have to look at Kagiso Rabada. How good is he in the power play and in the death overs? He's lethal. Anyone facing him is afraid that any ball can actually be a wicket. So having him on the as part of the team might actually help in carry Punjab through. I don't know.
So, in carrying Punjab, but the problem is that Stats King, he's needed everywhere, he's needed anywhere and everywhere. So for a very important work, our Stats King will have to leave the show, and he will be, no one can replace him. But for now, we'll have another guy who will be, at least 5% as good as you. But
Oh.
you're very busy
Come
schedule.
on.
Your stats are needed somewhere else. So please,
All right. See you guys.
yeah. So see you.
But anyway, guys, I think for today's match, the I don't know, he supported Gujarat, but if I'm to think and try and justify Gujarat, I'll be thinking maybe Shubman's performance, because he performs well against pace. Maybe his performance will maybe carry Gujarat through, but right now it's not looking good for Gujarat.
It's not looking good for Gujarat, but even Punjab Kings is not in a very, very decent situation.
Yeah.
Even Punjab Kings is somewhat struggling with the kind of the bowlers that they have. And the only batsmen that are performing are Ashutosh Sharma and Shashank Singh.
Yeah.
These are the two youngsters that are looking forward and they're taking responsibility. But how do you feel as a cricket analyst, as a strategist? What makes them different? What is setting them apart? Is there the stroke play that they do? Because they are performing and batsmen like Liam Livingston aren't able to. So what might be the reason?
You see, what I'm thinking is the difference between these two. Let me just take it to yesterday's match. I was looking at Jack Fraser McGurk bet.
Mhm.
He was hitting Pat Cummins like he's not that 130 plus bowler. He didn't care who Pat Cummins is. But then you understand the more established batsmen, when Pat will come, they'll hit him for a single, a dot. That mentality on who you're facing,
The fearless
the
mentality.
fearless mentality is amongst these new young batsmen.
Yeah,
So that fearless mentality will also drive you to say, okay, let me just risk it. And it's not like I'm risking my selection to India. I'm not risking my selection to play in any international match. So let me just perform at the best of my ability. That's
ये
how
ये
I'm
इम्पोर्टेंट
thinking.
पॉइंट रखा कि आशुतोष शर्मा, शशांक सिंह जैसे ही जो युवा बल्लेबाज होते हैं ये इसलिए इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं क्योंकि वो ना किसी रेपुटेशन पे नहीं जाते हैं. कल उन्होंने जेक फ्रेजर मैकगर्क की बात करी. पैट कमिंस आके जोर से गेंदबाजी कर रहे थे, बट कोई इंडिया का बल्लेबाज होता, फॉर एग्जांपल विराट कोहली होते, डेविड वार्नर, कोई एक्सपीरियंस बल्लेबाज होता, they would have thought that okay, he's Pat Cummins, I need to give him respect.
Yeah,
But on
absolutely.
the other hand, Jake Fraser-Merg he's a youngster and उनको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. तो आशुतोष शर्मा, शशांक सिंह भी ऐसे खिलाड़ी हैं, उनके पास खोने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं, जो है सब कुछ पाने के लिए है, क्योंकि कोई सिलेक्शन का चांस नहीं है, कोई प्रेशर नहीं है, कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं है. Even their own franchisees do not expect them to
Right.
score a lot of runs because
Exactly.
they've been bought for not a lot of money. They've been just like even Shashank Singh was bought mistakenly and he's been like the best scorer
Very
for
crucial,
Punjab
yeah.
Kings. He's been the
I think also we do talk about selection sometimes on the auction table and everything. I feel like sometimes the people who sit in the auction table should look beyond the name.
should look beyond
Right.
those.
The name is there. You have established your name. You are Pat Cummins. We do not take that away from you.
Right.
But what about the other kids that are performing as equally good as himself? Or maybe they're not yet good, but a tiny little spark can
Yeah.
be just giving the player that confidence to say, we have faith in you. We are going to pick you for IPL. It's big enough to give the player confidence and say, okay, fine, this is too big for me. So let me try and perform. So everyone who sits in the auction table should look beyond the name. And I think maybe in that circumstance, we'll have a more balanced team
More
and
balanced.
squad.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shikhar Dhawan will likely to be, out once again. He is Punjab Kings' highest, run scorer.
Run scorer.
So, who will likely to start in his place as per you, as an opening batsman? So, Sam Curran, Athar Tate, or someone else?
Obviously, we saw in the previous game that Sam Curran moved himself
Up the order.
which
Right.
didn't go well. I think he's not really an opener, or maybe coming in at 3. That's not his
That's not his
specialty,
position,
and he
yeah.
shouldn't do that. So I think in terms of opening, I hope you help me with the with the pronunciation.
Prab Simran. Prab Simran.
Exactly that. And Ryle Russo, he was given just a chance last game, but it didn't go according to
Riley
plan.
Russo has never
So-
actually really performed in the
Yeah,
Indian
yeah, yeah.
Premier League.
So I think maybe if they give him a little bit of time or to gel, of course, right now in the league, you do not try to give a player a chance because you're trying to win and get points. But I feel like just having faith in him and say, go do your best. I think it will be enough because right now they do not have the players anyway. So it's not like you have a choice or you have plans.
And Prab
everything.
Simran Singh is no rookie. He scored a century last
Yeah.
season. So
Yeah.
Prab Simran Singh is the kind of a batsman that can actually make a difference to the Punjab Kings
Yeah.
team, and he's there on merit and not actually by replacing Shikhar Dhawan.
Sometimes actually a boost up is required.
A boost up
Yeah.
is required. Very, very correct.
It-
But in Chandigarh's wicket, do you think spinners will have any role today? Because Gujarat has Rashid Khan, and Rashid Khan has a role no matter wherever he plays. Even if we ask him to bowl in a cemented wicket, he'll bowl
He'll do
well there.
something.
He'll do something.
Yes, and as much as spin might not be as lethal as normally, but I think maybe it will be key for Gujarat to switch Noor Ahmed in for either one of the pace bowlers, either Josh Little or Sai Kishore.
Sai Kishore. Sai Kishore
Sai Kishore.
is a very, very interesting choice because he started to bowl as well.
Exactly.
And the way he bats, I see his future in the Indian team definitely in the next couple of years.
Possibly.
What do you think about it?
Plus, I feel like he has the energy, he has the zeal and the thrill. I mean, if someone just takes him up in his wing and say, okay, this is what I'm introducing to you as lessons in terms of bowling and betting and everything, I feel like he can be a crucial all-rounder.
He will be a
for
crucial
India.
all-rounder.
So right now, I feel like his introduction, either him or Josh Little, might be introduced as an impact sub, depending on who won the toss and also the betting order. If they're collapsing, he might come in as an impact. He instead of Josh Little might come in
Joshua
as an
Little, yeah.
he might come in as an impact sub. So today's match is very it's not well balanced, I should say, because one is fighting to stay up and qualify for the playoffs.
Right.
The other one is fighting to save their
Struggle.
humiliation and also make points. So
No, but both of them are not down and out yet. Even
Yeah,
Punjab
yeah.
Kings,
Definitely.
they're still alive.
They still have a
But
chance.
today, one of the teams will be in deep troubles because after today, the points table is going to be very brutal.
exactly.
We'll get the results of the Royal Challengers Bangalore मैच हमें पता चल जाएगा कि आज रॉयल चैलेंजर्स बैंगलोर की आरसीबी की सांसें जिंदा रहती हैं या वो उन पे भी थोड़ा इस टूर्नामेंट में थोड़ा विराम लग जाता है लेकिन शाम के मैच में भी अगर पंजाब हारती है तो पंजाब के लिए मुश्किलें बढ़ जाएंगी गुजरात हारती है तो गुजरात के लिए मुश्किलें बढ़ जाएंगी एंड आई टेल यू वन स्पेशल थिंग शुभमन गिल he actually belongs to Punjab so he'll be playing in his home ground today.
Against
Okay,
his
so
own team.
Shubham Gill and Sai Sudarshan have been 1-1, the a better opening pairs.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
Okay, so in the IPL, but in the last games, Vedwan Saha opened and he failed to impress. So, scoring on 7 runs as a Gujarat only scored 89 runs. So, as it's safe to say, GT revert to Sai or it's Shubham in this game.
It's very difficult to say because I mean every team in this world has experienced that humiliation. You know,
Right.
if you were to ask Australia, they have one of the lowest. South Africa, Zimbabwe, India at some point. You know, every team has experienced that. But I feel like what's more important is how they pick themselves up, and it's not only the openers who messed up in Gujarat's previous game. Everyone messed up. I mean,
Everyone
89.
messes up. Everyone messes up.
89 tells you how much of a mess up it was. So their performance today, I feel like a power play will be very crucial in this game. How they make it out of power play will be very crucial, and it will.
But I
determine
feel
a lot.
the Gujarat's batting has been exposed. Whenever Shubman Gill loses touch, the entire batting order exposes
Yeah.
out, and the lack of experience is there. And do you think Hardik Pandya had made a difference? Because it's funny situation that Mumbai Indians is troubled with Hardik Pandya as their captain.
And then
Gujarat Titans is troubled with Hardik Pandya not their captain.
not being their captain. So I feel like what you're mentioning right now, the captaincy plays a role. If the captain fails to perform, the whole team crumbles.
Correct.
We see that with Faf. If Faf goes out and Virat go out, we understand the betting order collapses.
Collapses.
All the
See,
time.
that leadership matters a lot.
Leadership matters a lot,
Matters
and
a
the
lot.
confidence that they have in the captain. If Shubman Gills go out for 100 of maybe 39 or 40 balls, that will change the mentality in the camp. It will show everyone else that if Shubman can do it, I can also do it.
I can do
I
it.
can stabilize the innings. I can go in and contribute 30 runs. I can go in and do that. If he
That
goes
is
out for
psychological, no
2,
doubt.
they'll
Yeah.
be like, if Shubman failed, who am I?
Who am I?
Exactly. And if you go in with the doubting mentality, there's nothing that's going to happen. You're just going to go out for a duck. So
So
Mentality in
it's
this
all
game.
about push up. It's all about push up. So one is doing good and everyone is getting motivated. So this is one of the things, of course.
So of course, it's always been about the motivation that is there. But the other player that I'm going to talk about is Mohit Sharma. Mohit Sharma has been in the international circuit for over 12 years. I remember him playing the 2014 World Cup for India, the T20 World Cup back in 2014, and he did perform well. But Gujarat, he was a net bowler for Gujarat Titans 2 seasons back. and then Ashish Nehra picked him, and now he's the lead bowler for Gujarat Titans and still performing well.
Yeah.
So remember yesterday we were talking about Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and how we would want him to come back.
Yeah.
And Mohit Sharma is a classic example that yes, if Mohit Sharma can do it, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was always been a bigger bowler.
Yeah,
He can.
He can. I think maybe today can also be crucial for him as a senior player. If he takes up the challenge, he's a pace bowler. It's a pace favoring pitch.
Pace
So
favoring
if he
pitch.
takes the responsibility on himself and say, okay, this is what I'm doing, introduce a wicket, introduce the low economy.
Yeah.
Maybe that might motivate the other players and the other bowlers to say, maybe it's doable. Maybe we can.
Maybe it's doable. Yeah.
So his ability to stabilize innings, his ability to take crucial wickets today will be very crucial for Gujarat Titans.
For
Seeing that
Gujarat
Rashid Khan might not be as lethal as he normally is.
Yeah, he might not be as lethal as he normally is because of the wicket, but when is he not lethal? So that's the
Rashid
that's the
is
problem.
Rashid.
That'll be the problem there.
Yeah.
But the points table has been very interesting, and it's very interesting that RCB will be at 10, but Gujarat is at 8 and at 9. Gujarat has a better start. They've won 3 out of 7,
Yeah.
whereas Punjab has won 2 out of 7. And whenever, if the match goes in the favor of Punjab today, then Gujarat, Punjab, RCB, and DC will all be at the
These
same
6
place.
points.
And we'll also have Mumbai Indians waiting at the 6 points. And if they lose the next match, so from the points table point of view, who do you think out of these teams? Because I only think that 1 or 2 only can qualify. I'll ask you to pick your top 4, and I'll also ask you who are the teams before in the lower circuit, that the Gujarat, Punjab, Delhi Capitals, and Mumbai Indians. Which of these teams have the chances to go?
LSG's performance in their previous game was so impressive. It made me rethink my decisions.
My decisions.
And in other words, I think maybe, in as much as we love Chennai, I feel like this time around they might be overcome by maybe LSG. I'm saying this
So
because
बड़ी revelation है. चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स शायद क्वालिफाई ना करे, ऐसा एक्सपर्ट्स कह रहे हैं, स्टैट्स कह रहे हैं, बट धोनी के फैंस तो ऐसा चाहते नहीं है. लेकिन but it might be the last season of Dhoni, and we talk about it every year.
Yes.
But this might be the last, not. But
he still comes back.
He still
and he'll
comes
still
back.
hit you sixes.
So what do you think Dhoni factor will work?
Dhoni factor always works. He always comes in and he puts that confidence in players and say, I am 40 guys, but I can still hit a six.
Yes.
देखिए क्रिकेट
he
में ना
is
अलग
a-
अलग फैक्टर्स होते हैं. बैटिंग फैक्टर, bowling factor, wicket keeping factor.
Him being present in the team,
Is a
even if
factor
he is
itself.
not doing anything, him just being there.
Exactly.
You know,
his
you
presence
understand-
matters.
You
That's
understand the effects that he has on the fans as well.
Absolutely.
Some fans don't come to watch cricket.
And
They
I
just
can
come
see
to watch Dhoni.
I can see his effect on the ladies around me too.
Absolutely.
Exactly, he has so much effect on everyone, guys. But in as much as I do appreciate and love him as a cricket player, I think this time around Chennai are sort of slipping through. They are not as effective as they used to be.
As they used to be.
Yeah. So LSG might come in, Mumbai Indians might come in. So 3 and 4, position 3 and 4 right now
But
cannot be decided.
if both of these come in, then out of Rajasthan Royals, Sunrisers Hyderabad, and Kolkata Knight Riders, only 2 will be able to make it. So so you're leaving Kolkata Knight Riders out?
Yes, I'm leaving them out. And as much as they're top 3, they're number 3
Number
right
3.
now. They have so much form. I failed to. I think maybe they lack a bit of character as a team. Yes, they are good. Their betting is good, but sometimes when it's needed, character is not present. They entirely depend on their openers. If their openers do not perform, like we saw today, Sunil Narayan didn't perform, Phil Salt didn't perform. Of course, the youngsters then came in and performed, but how many times have we seen the youngsters performing? I mean, Punjab Kings can brag and say, we have Shashank. He has performed literally every single game.
Every single
Even
game.
if we lose, he has performed
He's
every
from-
single
and
game.
he's a talent that they've scouted out.
Exactly. So now we can't say the same for KKR. If the top order doesn't perform, the lower order tends to crumble.
Lower order tends to crumble for KKR, but they have big names in there.
They do have.
So,
I
and-
told you should look beyond the name.
I should look beyond the names, but names do matter. Like
Yeah, they do.
Ashutosh, when will be a qualifier match? Ashutosh Sharma might step up and score. Sharma might step up. There'll always be that might.
See, we
But
can't
someone
avoid
like-
the name factor actually.
Yeah, so you cannot always amend because at some point Shreyas Iyer will stand up to his reputation. 2 matches, 3
Definitely.
matches, 4 matches later, there'll be a point he'll show that why is he Shreyas Iyer, why is he the captain of KKR,
You
and
see
even
what I'm
Andre
saying?
Russell.
You understand why I'm saying we should also look beyond the name. I feel like a primary example is your team, Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals was struggling for the best part of the starting season, right? They were struggling. Dave
even in the
Warner
last
was
season.
hot and cold. Dave Warner was hot and cold.
Mitchell Marsh didn't do anything.
They entirely depended on Rishabh Pant's
Rishabh Pant.
performance. And then this one mistake, this one time, the coach decides, okay, fine, let the Australian kid start. What does he get? A 52. You know,
52 in the first
how
match.
many people before that match knew him?
New Jake.
Only people who watched maybe the under 19 World Cup, because he was very crucial in under 19.
It's not only about scouting out the talent from the Indian point of view or from the Indian team, but
Right.
also from the overseas players.
Exactly.
I'll give you an example. Pathirana, Dhoni and Chennai Super Kings scouted him out before he made a Sri Lankan debut.
Yeah.
So before he was a part of the Sri Lankan team, he was part of Chennai
Of
Super Kings.
Chennai
He was
Super
part of the
Kings.
franchise.
And right now he's one of their best bowlers.
He's
in
one
terms
of their best
numbers.
bowlers.
Yeah.
Now it's time
Chance
to
matters.
chance matters. But now it's time for the last segment of our show, and for the prediction and the last fun zone. Who's winning in
Prediction,
first
unfortunately.
match and the second match?
Unfortunately, I do not have someone to rival me.
Yeah.
But first match, if maybe RCB continue with, you know what? I just noticed they've just lost a wicket.
And they've
from
lost Virat Kohli, I guess.
Kohli is
So
gone.
no.
So I was about to say, if maybe they carry it through to 5 overs and stabilize the innings and put it at somewhere like 80 or 90, they stand a better chance of winning. But right now, I feel like KKR stands a better chance of winning. And then in the evening match, my prediction will be Punjab Kings, because I'm a Punjab fan today, guys. It's only for today.
Okay, so what exactly you will be the impact player in the evening match as per you?
In the evening match, we all know for Punjab Kings, the impact player is either Shashank or Ashutosh. Those are the
Shashank
two.
and Ashutosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Those
only
are the
impact
two
player.
Only
impact
two.
players that.
But yeah, coming to the
And
last
then-
section, of the fun zone. So for the fun zone, RCB and KKR, but for you're supporting Punjab in the last in the match in the evening.
Yes.
So you have to do balle balle for us. You know what's balle balle?
No. What
So
would it be?
you Zulu people, you have a dance.
Yes, we do.
What is it called?
It's Chigi Cha.
So Chigi Cha. So in Punjab, we have a dance that is called Bhangra. Bhangra.
Bhangra.
Okay.
Okay, and you know what we do in that?
Uh-huh.
We take your hands up like this,
Wait.
and what we say is
Yeah.
balle balle.
Belle, belle.
We can then say
Oh, just that.
just that.
Just that.
3, 2, 1.
Belle.
Balle
Bale,
balle.
bale.
So Punjab
fun.
Kings, she's supporting Punjab Kings for the match in the evening. But आपको क्या करना है? आपको cricket.com के साथ ऐसे ही बने रहना है. हमें अभी सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और ऐसे इंटरेस्टिंग शोज विद जिम्बाब्वे एक्सपर्ट्स आपके साथ लाते रहेंगे.